Stop buying the Tesla Model 3. Now, hold on, I have a reason for saying so. The reason being, it's not the same car that consumers mostly thought it was in the beginning. Now, what do I mean by that? Tesla has hit the ceiling on the amount of cars they can sell with their rebate and deductions that you would get for buying an electric vehicle. In 2021 alone, Tesla sold almost 100,000 vehicles. For only a decade-old car manufacturer, making those kinds of numbers in comparison to Ford, Toyota, Honda, it's still vastly impressive considering the fact that the benefits to buying a Tesla Model 3, which most are bought secondhand, so you wouldn't initially get still all of the same benefits that you would buying a brand new Model 3, including the warranty and in some cases the claimed rebates. The point still stands that this production car has been sold too much, as well as the Model S and Model X and Model Y. So as a manufacturer, since they've moved too many units of electric vehicles, there's not too much of an incentive behind purchasing it above other electric vehicles, unless of course you're purchasing for style, appeal, or for performance. But other automakers are proving that they are willing to go the extra mile just to compete in those select areas, whether it be in design culture, going bold and innovative like the Ioniq 5 from Hyundai, or going a little bit more simple, touching stone on older concepts and older design models like the Silverado EV that GM is rolling out, as well as the other models that General Motors plans to roll out as soon as 2023. The reason that I say not to purchase the Model 3 anymore mainly has to do with the return of your investment into that vehicle. And a lot of people might not be thinking about the ROI of their next car purchase, but think about it this way. You invested $45,000 to $100,000 into an electric vehicle knowing that this is where the turn of the market is going to, knowing that gas is going to be phased out, that it's too pricey to purchase a full gallon of gas, but that it's still vastly inexpensive and a lot of cases almost free or net free to charge an electric vehicle, whether it's through the fact that you have solar panels and through the grid on your home, so charging your vehicle costs you next to nothing, or the fact that so many places, especially here in Southern California, offer free charging. It's not fast charging, but it is free if you're willing to sit and wait for a bit. If you maybe just don't have the infrastructure at your house or apartment complex to support a fast charger, all the benefits aside of having an electric vehicle being the fact that you don't have to toy with gas and you don't have to be subject to the cost of maintenance similar to that of a gasoline vehicle. Think about where your warranty is. Hyundai, Kia, as well as Toyota have some of the best manufacturer warranty, and so does Mitsubishi, but they don't sell anything worth buying at this time unless you get the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, but that's a subject for another video. Kia, Hyundai, Toyota, and now General Motors, they all have platforms or are producing and releasing brand new platforms and innovative ways to promote electric vehicles. And the biggest benefit over buying those over a Model 3 is the fact that, number one, you're getting your credit, you're getting your tax credit, you're getting your money back, your rebate, all of the available perks of getting the EV, the incentives that get you to buy are still there. Number two, if you're looking just for that style, the performance, whatever it may be, you probably don't have $150,000 to $200,000 for a Model X Plaid or a Model S Plaid. What you might be able to afford is a $45,000 to $50,000 Hyundai Ioniq 5 or Kia EV6. And with the release of the Kia EV6 as well as a sister car, or I believe a different version or premium model in development that they've released photos of, that it's probably going to be a higher range, I believe, or it's a sportier model. We don't have too many details on it other than the fact that it looks more like a sedan as opposed to the SUV compact that has been released with the Ioniq 5 and the EV6. We know that we're getting the Hummer EV from General Motors. We know that Mazda has an electric vehicle, the only con of which is the infrastructure of chargers for those other electric vehicles as opposed to Tesla, which has always been the case. But I believe that we've hit a point at this time where there's enough, just slightly enough saturation. And also bearing in mind that buying an electric vehicle does already come with its hindrances, whether you buy Tesla, whether you buy Hyundai, whether you buy a Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Number one is a lot of these don't have the range that Teslas do. And number two, a lot of buyers might have the concern of like, well, what does this other manufacturer know about electric cars? Well, GM, Chevy, there's not a lot I'd like to promote about Chevy and their other brands, but they have been doing electric cars for quite some time. They've been doing the Volt or Bolt or whatever EVs of which. So they've already not perfected, but they've already came out. They've already have a well-developed battery for their electric lineup, which they're releasing with all of their vehicles coming out, as well as Hyundai. They took the time to develop their battery technology, which as of right now is holding up to par because they've had plenty of failures in the past with different Hyundai plugins, Sonatas, Kona plug-in, Kona EV, so they've tested the waters. And Hyundai and Kia are among some of the best manufacturer warranties you could get out there. It would do you some good to consider a more cost-effective, also more a more artistically designed vehicle as opposed to the Model 3 or Model Y. We love Tesla. I 100% want a Tesla. I want a Plaid S. But that doesn't mean I haven't taken notice of a lot of the electric vehicles that we're seeing, and we haven't even seen the half of it. Just like Android, these other automakers are trying things. They're being different, inventive, courageous with their design culture, and they're trying something different. It may not always pan out. It may be gimmicked. It may be just for the artistic sake of saying that we made it and we made it different, and here's what we have. But they're trying. And whether it's for the cash grab or whether it's for the popularity of electric vehicles, it's not going anywhere. And like so many other automakers have announced that they are complete, just like Volvo, just like Hyundai, just like Dodge themselves, the reigning champions of gas guzzlers, have announced that they will be going all electric in a very short amount of time, with the last drops of gas being dripped into all of our gas tanks. It's time to really consider where you're going to stand when it comes to what your next big vehicle purchase might be for you and your family. Considering if you're a commuter, considering if you're an adventurer, all these things have to come together for you to understand what's going to be best for you. At this point in time, other than the Rivian RT1, it doesn't seem like too many vehicles are meant for anyone else other than a luxury or middle class commuting vehicle. But I know with the release of EV trucks and EV SUVs, as well as fully electric Sprinter vans, mobile homes, we're going to see a huge sweep in the market in just the next 5 years. And we're going to see Tokyo Auto Salon, LA Auto Show, SEMA Show be swamped and overwhelmed with brand new concepts that are going to be really real and a part of our world very soon. So before just jumping on the Tesla bandwagon and saying, well, they're the ones, they're doing it, they know exactly what they're doing. I love Tesla, but they for sure hit a brick wall when it comes to moving in this market. It's going to come a time where they are going to have to vastly innovate ahead of the curve. Because right now they've been riding that wave of success, being the fact that they did it first in this way. They didn't do it first, but they did it first this big. They did EV first this huge. They did EV first with this much range, with this much power, with this much accessibility. But before you know it, we're going to see the performance and car enthusiast culture envelop EVs of other manufacturers to the point where not only the casual purchaser, we're not only the casual buyer, but also the car enthusiast, the car culture lover, the ones that are looking to take their vehicles and outperform them like other ones, they're going to be looking anywhere else except for Tesla, if not for a huge move and huge change. Thank you guys for tuning in. I've been Stefan with Slow Media, and I'll see you guys in the next one.